My name is Dale Doerhoff. I'm an attorney.
Nancy Mogab, and I'm a lawyer at Mogab Hughes in St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm Jon R. Gray. Right now I'm a partner in the Kansas City office of the international law firm of Shook, Hardy & Bacon. In my previous life, I served as a circuit judge for a little over 20 years in Jackson County.
Within law-related areas, I've had some great opportunities to be of service. I'm also lucky to have served on the Missouri Civil Rules Committee, first years ago as just a member of the committee, and then for quite a while now as the chair of the Missouri Civil Rules Committee, in which we are asked to look at proposed rule changes and then give our advice to the court about what we think. I also have been involved in defending the nonpartisan court plan and also providing more information to voters so they can make informed choices whenever they vote at a retention election for merit-selected judges. And in that capacity, I've served on committees and chaired committees over the years in which we've constantly tried to improve the way judges are evaluated and the types of information we can give to voters.
It's vital that we have a civic education that facilitates trust in our legal system, and of course everything flows from that. The Mini Law School was a project of the Missouri Bar that I had the opportunity to develop and have worked on for the last 5 years. My co-chairs, Joe Simeon, who is a professor, one of my professors from St. Louis U Law School. He's, what, 92, will be 93, I think, this year. He still calls in on, participates on our conference calls or sends me emails with ideas. And the premise is civic education for adults. So we have 12 lectures a year. We've had over 1,000 participants. The real heroes and we owe the success to the program is to the generosity of so many of our lawyers and judges and law professors who have prepared and held court for 2 hours on their subject matters. It's very important that we, again, make sure that we explain ourselves, what our role is, how important it is to honor and respect the law, because the rule of law is what we have. It's the envy of the world, and it's what keeps us from, fighting each other all the time.
Everyone is entitled to fair and equal access, and that my effort was to treat everyone the same, regardless of how high or how low, supposedly, they were on the rungs of society. And to see that everyone who came, at least in the division to which I was assigned, received a full and fair hearing of whatever the controversy was, be it large or small. And in some ways, I like to think that I accomplished that most days. I think any judge will tell you that he or she would like to have a do-over on one or more cases because of something that they learned later, or becomes of something that they internalize as an experience later that would have influenced them. But every day was a learning experience that built on all the previous days.
I've had several smart people give me advice on that over the years that I've taken to heart. I always had a practice where I would go introduce myself to the local judges, and I did that here. And Judge Riley, who'd been on this bench a long time, was very courteous to me, and I asked him if he had any advice, and he said yes. Don't write letters, and today it would be don't write emails. When you're dealing with another lawyer about some problem, pick up the phone, talk to the lawyer. And I've always applied the Riley rule, as I call it, and it always works. One of the things one of my role models told me, it was Ray Lewis in Columbia, was lawyers who tend to cheat at small things will eventually cheat at big things. And so it's important to maintain integrity every day at every level. Never miscite a case, never misstate a fact, never misrepresent a position. Maintain your integrity and credibility with the court and with other lawyers, and your career will be a lot more successful.
Try to get involved in your profession, in your community. Show up, that's number one. Got to show up, and when you get involved, show up. And if you can't take on big things, even if everybody does a little thing, those little things really make a difference and turn into a big, successful program. And more importantly, always remember how important it is as a lawyer, judge, and representative of the judicial branch, your oath that should guide you to respect our system and do what you can to make sure that it forever stays here and stays vibrant, and that there's trust in the judicial system.
Insofar as young lawyers who may see this on YouTube, I would caution them to be aware of their actions always, because things you do might end up on YouTube. I emphasize the importance of service to the profession. And so what I tried to do early on in my career was become involved in the work of the Missouri Bar and the Kansas City Metropolitan Bar and the Jackson County Bar Association. And many relationships that were formed during those meetings, during those sessions that we were working on projects, I was very proud of those efforts that we put forward. I was very proud and cherished the relationships that were formed. I would tell young lawyers that they need to find some way in which to give back to the community in a way that's meaningful to them.